Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. Sorry it's been so long since the last update. A lot's happened since I've posted my last video. First and foremost, I hit 250 subscribers out there, so I just want to thank all of you out there that are subscribing. I promise to keep putting out content, and hope you guys out there that have channels of your own keep up the great content. Again, love this community that we have here on YouTube for sharing knowledge. So here's what's happening in my tanks. Here's the 75. I just did my water change and cut back like a bucket of plants today, so everything's kind of cut all the way back. This compacta, which continues to grow like crazy, I cut that all the way back. So I had to plant some in the back, so I really haven't been able to decide what I want to do back there. Yeah, nothing too special going in this tank. Everyone's doing well. Few little additions in here you haven't seen before. I've added in two Angelicus loaches. There's both of them right there, and also added in a female Provenza, and I'll explain why that female who's right there is in here in just a moment while I show you the other tanks. Okay, so mention that female Provenza, and why she's in there is because I have another project in the works, which I'll show you in just a moment, that we wanted to put some Provenza and Burchardi in. Actually, it's going to be my girlfriend's tank. She's really looking forward to setting one up. Kind of a little African theme with Congos, Provenza, and Burchardi, but that one is still in the works. So we did have the male and female pair in here, and as you can see, they spawned, and I have a whole bunch of Provenza fry. I've added some extra filtration to the 15 just because of the load in the tank. I don't normally run that sponge filter, but I figured with all these fry growing out, I put the extra filtration. So the female's gone in my 75. I don't want to breed them when they get to the ultimate setup. When these grow out, I'll take which ones survive. The males will go in the new setup. Maybe another female or two will go down in the 75. And the rest will go to the fish store for some store credit. So nothing too special here on the 15. Actually, not looking that great plant-wise. I think I talked about this before. It's meant to be a bit of a quarantine tank, though I have some plants. I am running this Phoenix Stingray on here, which doesn't really do a great job growing plants. You can see, I mean, things grow out a little bit, but I think at one point in the future, I'll probably look to put a better light on here just so I can have a little better plant growth. But that's the 15. Okay, here is the Fluval Edge. So this one's not looking great. In fact, I'm floating some hornwort in here just to grow it out, and also to help kind of keep the algae growth at bay. This tank's kind of gotten away, well, it's gotten away from me, as you can see. The growth is a little crazy. I had this Christmas moss, which has taken over. And I decided to let it grow because I want to use a whole lot of Christmas moss in another setup. So I want to grow that out as much as possible for use there. Just letting everything here grow out, and I want to ultimately use that in a new setup. And I do plan on rescaping this. So the one thing I learned with this Fluval Edge that you can, underneath that you can't see anymore, I had this really giant piece of, well, not a giant piece, but just a pretty big piece of driftwood for this tank size in the middle. And what it's really done is make it pretty much impossible for me to do any sort of decent maintenance, like vacuum the gravel, anything else like that. You definitely, with that small opening you have with the edge, if you have a big root right there, it pretty much prevents you from accessing a lot of the tank. And so what I plan to do here, I have these shrimp, I have some pygmy cories, some celestial pearl danios in here. I plan on actually letting this stuff grow out, use it in another setup, and then I'm going to take this all down and rescape it, and put those fish back in here once I rescape it. I'll keep all the biomedia and everything cycled, but that's the plan for here. It does look like crap, I know it. Did get a new light, which is helping grow out the plants. I had a prior video I mentioned light setups. I had that little marine land up front because that LED the edge comes with is not sufficient. So I did find this Phoenix Planet Plus light. It's doing an awesome job in like the 2 weeks it's been on here. So I'm looking forward to completely changing this, leaving it more open in the middle, more of a carpeting plant up front. Now that I have a really good light that can help grow that. And yeah, so more to come on that in the future, but here to give you a quick update. I think all the rest of the plants are looking good. The Anubias, the Java Fern is, all pretty lush and growing out. Again, just haven't been doing that much with this tank. Okay, so this is what I've been hinting at. New project. I've been really lucky that my girlfriend's been very supportive of me getting back into the hobby, and she expressed an interest to do an aquascape of her own and have a tank of her own. So this has been all of her decision making in terms of what she wants to use for filtration, the tank. We're going with the 40-gallon Clear for Life. You know how it goes. We started talking about doing 20-gallon, then maybe a 26, then turned to a 30, and then we went to a 40. We have this really nice space in our upstairs loft that originally I was going to put my tank in, but then I went all the way up to a 75 and had to put it downstairs. So figured this will be a great place. And again, probably the last tank we set up in the house. I think 4 will be plenty for us to keep track of. Yeah, so more to come on this setup. I'm not going to get too much in the details. I want to save that for the setup video. And I thought I'd leave you with a shot of the stand I'm building. So the reason why the 40 is not set up yet is I have been building out another oak stand, just like I did for that 15-gallon project. So a lot of work still to go on this one, and I'll do a separate video on how I'm building it out. But that's what's been going on lately. So there's a lot of stuff happening. Sorry I haven't been posting videos, but I promise there's a lot more coming this year. Thank you for all the subscribers. I'm so stoked to be at 250. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate all the content all of you keep putting out there. I think it's a great community we have for sharing knowledge in the hobby. So that's all for now. Hope everyone has a great week, and look out for some upcoming setup videos and tank stand build videos.